This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, two law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits. So be warned, the content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold up. This may get a little bumpy.
Welcome to Motor Cop Chronicles podcast, midweek news.
Good day or whatever time you're listening to this.
Pre-recorded one this time because I am out of town yet again.
Yep, Mr. Celebrity's going on the road again.
I'm not a celebrity.
Well, I mean, the only other one that travels more might be Freebird. But at least he does it in jets.
Yeah, he goes in jet airplanes. I don't go in jet airplane.
No, I'm good. If God meant me to fly, he would have given me wings.
So, but I do, I'm not a new celebrity.
I like you're taking it like an attack. Shut up, asshole. Hell, we have another co-host that
Well, he was actually
an actual radio DJ.
Yeah, well, Freebird was actually going to be here for the Wednesday night. When I talked to him today, he had called me, and I said, "Don't come Wednesday." He's like, well, "Why?" Like I was like, "Because I'm
fired,
not."
fucker.
You're fired, fucker. I said, "Because I'm not going to be there." Where you going to be at? I said, "I'm going to be in Biloxi." Well, shit. I said, I don't want to hear it. I said, "Your ass being running all over the place." So, y'all, like I said, don't get the live show. This is coming out Wednesday, so y'all will probably be seeing live videos and stuff I'll be doing from the competition. So,
Yep.
let's get
Make sure you wear your bumper guards.
Let's get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Of course, if you want a good cigar, go to patriotcigar.com. Use promo code MotorCop15 and order you a cigar. Get 15% off. If you would like any Motor Cop merch, you can go to the website, motorcopchronicles.com, or the Etsy store, Motor Cop Chronicles. If you would like more content, unfiltered and everything else, you could join the Patreon. And I'm going to shout those people out now. We got two hang-arounds, Mr. William Gibo and Chad Jenkins. The two hang-arounds. We got, rest of everybody else is crew member. We got Mr. John DeMink is a full crew member. We got Dan Carlson with Burley Boards. Y'all go check him out. He's a full crew member. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Pokrant from the Short Track Guys podcast. Y'all can go listen to him if you in the racing and stuff like that. Mr. Hoppy Hopperson, our truck driving buddy. Mr. Blake Walker, A.A. Ron with the I Had to Say It podcast. Mr. Z Palmer, maybe having some good news from him coming up shortly. Roy S. Roy Spalding, is not Roy with the P. We got JoJo, our favorite girl from down under. Miss Kaylee Norris and Natasha A. from the state of Washington, and the OG crew member, Melissa Holstein. We appreciate every one of y'all. And if anybody's interested in just checking to see what Patreon's out, there's a 7-day free trial you can sign up for. If you get everything there, you can see it. If you like it, stick around. If not, don't. But at least you can see.
I'll let y'all know when I get my cut.
Y'all can see.
And the bumper stickers.
There's no bumper sticker.
I'm gonna have to fucking make one.
Well, I made something today, and it should get to you, well, probably next week sometime.
Are you sending me a T-shirt?
No, it's not a T-shirt. Something else. You'll see.
Oh, well, I mean, I never wear one anyway.
Unfortunately, y'all should be happy this is not a live show because, unfortunately, right now I am looking at Holster and he has topless with no shirt on, and it's like, going to that naked call, the person you really don't want to see topless. I actually, before when he came on topless, I had to leave for a minute and go throw up, and now I'm back.
Well, it's hilarious because the man's a really good friend of mine. So I always talk to him. I don't care, but I'm a Floridian. So down here, we're always in shorts, Crocs, flip flops, tank tops. I mean, if I'm at my house, my shirt's off. It doesn't. Why the hell do I need it on? And I believe all for the same women's rights. I do. I believe that women should be able to walk around topless, and we have to take the good with the bad.
It's the ones that you don't want to see topless, though. It's the ones that you would see topless.
Not always. You're still going to get that crazy one that's, pretty hot. She's just crazy.
It sounds like, if any of y'all, it is raining its ass off again over here.
Are you guys getting all those? Are you getting those bans from that stupid tropical depression?
I must be, because it was hailing earlier. I was like,
yeah.
Where the fuck this
It gave
coming
us
from?
a lot of flooding down there. I got fucking skeeters and all kinds of shit flying around.
I'm just glad I got the grass and stuff cut, because I will be leaving tomorrow around noonish or so to head to Biloxi. Yes, I will.
Such an asshole.
I can actually don't be jealous.
He does
don't hate.
He never takes us with him.
Why you wouldn't hate?
Never.
You
I just want to go record.
You live in a sunshine state. Why would you? You mean?
Because the sunshine is fucking hot, and the only people that enjoy it are stupid fucking northerners to come out in here, and they're like, "But it's so cold in the wintertime. Fuck you. You can put more clothes on with cold. There's only so much shit you can take off. Hence why we walk around without shirts on down here. Fucking hot. And people are like, I work in the sun all day, and I'm like, it got to be your choice, guy.
I will tell y'all for next Wednesday, got a surprise.
Did you actually mail it, or did you order it off the internet and it's being mailed?
I made it.
That's more impressive.
I made it. I designed it today from where I get T-shirts and everything done. I designed something, and I mailed you one, and I got one for me and one for Freebird, and just a generic one coming here.
Okay.
So, I designed a new T-shirt today too, and ordered one of those.
Cool.
So the first story is going to be me.
It's a fucking doozy too.
What's that?
I said it's a doozy too. When I was reading it over, I'm like, well, I mean, he deals with elementary or fucking school age students all day long.
This was actually
understand why he needed drugs.
This was actually sent in by one of the Patreons, Miss Kaylee Norris. She sent this in. So.
Nice.
Thank you, Kaylee. And she sent me the story and said, thank you. No, thank you. Why are you thinking? Don't thank me. You sent it to me. Anyway, this is this is about elementary school principals.
Elementary. Wow.
So,
wait, you said principals?
Principals.
How many fucking
deuces?
How many principals do you need for a fucking elementary school?
I don't know. I guess this one says 2 North Shore elementary principals. They're on leave now. What did they do? Did they spank a kid? Were they rude? Did they show up in drag? No, they did not. These principals are on leave because they were high on cocaine with a loaded gun.
Were they doing Russian roulette with the kids? What were they doing with the gun?
I don't think they like had the gun. It's a husband and wife, Michael and Megan Griffin. I don't know what you're doing, but it's loud as shit. Are on administrative leave.
Oh, I'm not sponsored, but if you guys get a chance, they have a thermocell. It's about the size of a beer can, a little bit bigger. And it takes a fuel cylinder in the base that goes down there. Dirty, I'll show you. On the very top, it takes a scent filter. So whenever you charge this, it lasts for a good 15 hours straight. And everything that flies will get the fuck away from you 20 feet. And it works.
I'm surprised what you got there with no shirt on, they get close to you.
Oh, they do. They do.
Anyway, Michael
love this. Blood.
Michael Griffin is the principal at Sunrise Elementary, while Megan Griffin was the principal at Moorlands Elementary. And
damn, they were making good money then. No wonder they could afford cocaine. That's what I always think about every time you hear these stories. I'm like, how the fuck did they afford that much cocaine? Like, that shit ain't cheap.
They said Mr. Griffin was in a paranoid state of mind under the influence of cocaine. Responding corporal said Griffin had dilated pupils and visible white powder on his lips. So was he like eating the?
He ate a donut.
He was. That's them little white powdery donuts are delicious.
Oh yeah,
and he was making
new ones now from Dunkin' that you can get jelly filled.
He was making a someone said delicious delusional statement. He also took a pistol to his QFC. I don't know what a QFC is. Chambered and unsecured in the front of his sweatshirt pocket. He said his eyes were darting around the parking lot. And at one point, he yelled at a stranger before his wife intervened, pointed to the uninvolved people and believed his wife was in danger, possibly being trafficked. The police... Jesus, he was having them. That don't even sound like coke. That sounds like he was on... That had to be mixed with something else, because...
I think, is this guy related to the guy who lives around the corner from my kid's school? This is how that motherfucker acts.
The police said that he had 2 bags filled with valuables and documents from his home that he tried to give to the corporal to hold on to. They said he was involuntarily taken to the hospital. The district said it put Griffin on leave after learning about the incident. On May 30, the district also placed his wife on leave, the principal at Moorlands Elementary. They sent out a letter saying, your principal's on leave because she was, her husband was sniffing the coke off her ass. No, I don't know. It didn't say that. But I'm wondering if they gave her
that white privilege.
I wonder if she failed a drug test or something like that.
You bet your ass you'd be getting a surprise one. I think this whole story is racist. I think they targeted these people because of their color.
I doubt that. But anyway, that's just fucked up. But I'm telling you, I don't think the way they saying he was acting, it was just cocaine. It had to be something else. Because I don't see people on crack and coke. I mean, now meth and some other shit will make you paranoid as fuck. Coke just cocaine usually don't make you paranoid and shit by itself. Unless you got a little PCP or something in it.
A traditional thing that happens a lot of time from your street level drug dealers is they step on it with other things in order to get you a little higher.
Probably
fentanyl. So the odds are, well, it's not even fentanyl. He could have had what they consider, well, some people call it wet, some don't, but they take coke. Wet is more when they take it and dip it in formaldehyde, but they smoke a joint. And
they call them clickums.
But either way, they do the same thing. They sprinkle a little cocaine on the top of a joint, which I don't know why the fuck you would want to ruin the relaxation you get from marijuana with the fucking severe surprise, motherfucker. Because, I mean, we all know that the original ingredient in Coca-Cola, cocaine.
Cocaine.
I mean, you got to imagine the original cocaines were given the amount of speed boost that fucking drinking like a 40-ounce Red Bull would.
Cocaine.
So that's how people act on that shit. I've never had somebody be extremely paranoid when on cocaine.
That had to be something else.
Usually they just have 100 miles to go. They're like, you want to go to the store? Fuck it, we'll just run there.
Speaking of, if you happen to OD and die and go to a funeral home,
fucking body.
And go to a funeral home, you don't want to go to this funeral home.
That's exactly where I want to go.
Holster.
Because I do not believe in burial. I want to be thrown in a fucking field because I have this weird feeling that somebody's going to fucking poison me and I'm going to be buried alive. So just leave my ass on the ground.
Well, you can donate your body to that cadaver place.
I've already looked into it.
Where they just drop you.
Place where they like throw you in a field and then the kids learn about bodies and stuff.
Yeah, they watch, see how long it takes you to decompose and bloat up and stuff.
And then pop. When it's just bones, just fucking give a box back to my family or something so my kids can use my skull as an ashtray or something. Fucking, but regardless, that might be what this next guy was doing. Funeral director pleads guilty to theft after decomposing bodies were discovered. Nuh-uh. And I love how they got the picture of like the 1980 fucking light bar. Bitch, who still use that shit? The director of Southern Indiana Funeral Homes, where 31 decomposing bodies, and the cremains.
The cremains?
It says cremains. Is that how it's pronounced? I would just say the cremation.
I just say the remains.
I guess it's cremains. We'll have to look into that. Of 17 others were found, pleaded guilty Friday to more than 40 counts of felony theft. Damn, stealing a dead body is a felony. There's nothing in it. Randy Lankford, owner of Lankford Funeral Homes and Family Center in Jefferson, faces a proposed sentence of only 12 years. 4 years in prison and 8 years in home incarceration. So only 4 years in prison for all that? I wonder how much money he made off the bodies. Clark County Circuit Court Judge, whatever. So he's hit with all that. The restitution of 53 different families. And it's a total of $46,000, which you think about it ain't jack shit, being you could sell a kidney for like 32.
And why would you know that?
Oh, there's this guy that he goes, don't worry. When people tell you you're fucking worthless in life, you're not. You could sell your eyeball for 10 grand. You could sell your eggs if you're a female for like 40 grand. He goes through it and like names the black market prices for body parts. And I'm like, that makes me feel more valuable. Thank you. It also makes me start saving up for a liver now.
Yeah. Well, we're going to New Orleans for this next one.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, the headline read, a woman tried to contact the police about her boyfriend twice before he allegedly killed her. Her name is Asia Davis.
Now she says, I told you so.
She was 28 years old, mother, and a healthcare professional. She was found shot to death on May 11th along the I-10 service road at Mayo Boulevard. Her boyfriend, 44-year-old Henry Talley Jr., was arrested and booked on one count of second-degree murder. So he had him a youngin'. He was 44 and she was 28.
Uh-oh, he must have got that disability check. That's what happens down here.
Man.
They ride around their fucking Jeeps all day. Their 19-year-old girlfriends.
So it's dangerous to be a woman who is being beat up by someone because you will be killed, a councilman said. According to the councilman, Davis attempted to report alleged abuse inflicted by her boyfriend and now suspected killer, but it took police 12 hours to respond. It's New Orleans. The NOPD marked both of those calls gone on arrival. You had a complaint from a victim, the deceased, domestic violence, and I guess she was gone. She was dead on side the interstate. Why? I'm with this councilman. You got a 12-hour response time? Really? On a domestic?
It ain't a word.
On a domestic?
Like, remember, but like Houston's got like a 3-day fucking delay.
Let me tell you what. If it takes, depending on where the call is, and we better have somebody there within 10 minutes. Or
usually, because if not, somebody gonna die.
Or you're gonna be getting a call from the sheriff himself when why ain't you in your zone or whatever. This guy Talley
because he would be like, because sir, I'm the one beating the fuck out of my wife. Give me money.
Yeah, Talley had previously been convicted of murder for killing a 12-year-old boy in 1996. Now listen to this shit, everybody. This is where shit gets fucked up when we're talking about parole boards and shit the other day. Let me say it again for the cheap seats. He had been convicted of murder for killing a 12-year-old boy in 1996. He received, wait for it, how much time did he get? Life in prison. That's right, life. So what the fuck was he doing out? He was released 2 years ago after serving 25 years. made possible by a Supreme Court decision regarding life sentences for juveniles, because he was a juvenile
There
when
you
he
go.
did this.
Remember we had that discussion?
The Gwynn's Law shit. So anyway, so he ended up getting out because of, bullshit like this, convicted. He killed a child. Okay. He should have been in prison. Now this woman is dead because the system failed. And again, not blaming
Who's he going to hold accountable?
Not blaming this lady.
Should blame the judge.
But why would you? I'm pretty sure she knew. Don't date a convicted fucking murderer. Right? Don't. I mean, why would you go out with him? I guarantee you.
Dude, I mean, they seek him out. Ain't through that fucking hookup site.
I guarantee this motherfucker ain't had no job. He ain't had nothing else. And she was a attractive young lady, and you dating this fucking convicted murderer, and you end up dead. So,
hey, I know a guy that's a convicted felon that did some stupid shit, and he couldn't get a decent job, so he found himself a woman that was like 3 times his age and shacked up with her. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, and she loves him to death.
Wow.
It's like a 50 to 20 range.
I don't know. This next one.
There's somebody for everybody, Iceman. This next one is funny as shit.
If we were doing the hot nuts, this would be getting it. Sorry.
Oh yeah, we're so far. I would call this hot nuts.
Yes.
So imagine this. Let's go have whole time. Little story. So imagine you drop your baby off at school every day, okay, and you think my child's being taken care of inside of the school. I know everybody does. We presume they'll be safe unless some psychopath does something stupid, in which case, hopefully, they meet swift justice. But you get a phone call after about a week, and all of a sudden they go, hey, after you drop off your daughter, every afternoon there's a guy that's not your husband or her father that comes and walks out with her every day. We thought we would bring it to your attention. This woman immediately became distraught, shot YouTube videos, TikTok videos, looking for her daughter. What the hell's going on? Da-da-da-da-da. How to find out from watching the videos, it was her all along without her wig. She looked like a fucking man. She looked like Michael Obama. Fuck. She swinging a package.
How?
And she goes, it's fucking me, y'all. And the problem is she had to go on there and tell all of her people she made TikToks looking for her child that it was her ugly ass in the photo. Damn.
First of all, if you're picking your kid up every day, wouldn't you say, I've been picking my kid up every day?
But she could be one of them. You could be one of them parents, though. That
let me tell you what, that's bad. That if you look that much different without your wig or your weave, you look like a man without it.
Right.
That's just. I mean, what happens if she's married? Would she come home? Would you come home and it's like your wife got her hair's not on and you like, holy shit, and you accidentally shoot her because you think some dude broke into your fucking house, but it's actually your wife?
I can tell you, though, some of the wigs and stuff they have, I'm totally cool with. Because, my neighbor that just moved out not long ago, she had some of the most beautiful ones. And I'd walk outside and be like, damn, let me grab that wig. Make my hair look blue. It was like, what? Because they go from looking like that to, they throw a beautiful hairstyle up and you look like Beyonce in 10 seconds, man. It's amazing, that change.
Well, we're going
oh, you don't want to talk about it because, you going bald. You be like, I'm going to get me a wig now. Whole stairs just got figured out.
Well, George Floyd's, Fentanyl Floyd's sister is upset.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. You know what she's upset about? Not about the millions of dollars that she got or nothing like that. She's upset because Derek Chauvin, he has not apologized, not one time. Never, ever, ever has he apologized.
Hey, I've voiced my opinion on it 1,001 times. The man was railroaded for a lot of different political gains.
Yeah.
Was he guilty of manslaughter? Maybe, but what did they charge him with? Like 4 different types of murder?
Yeah, or negligence or something like that. But
Yeah, they're fucking obscene.
they got him with murder. It wasn't murder. In this new interview they did, LaTanya Floyd, sister of Fentanyl Floyd, offered mercy to ex-cop Derek, who was convicted of violating her brother's civil rights. I'm not saying that it's okay what he did. It's not, she said. But I pray that the next time he kneels down is to help someone up instead of holding them down. I hope he finds peace within himself. I pray for him to do. I'm pretty sure he don't want to be on his knees at all because he's in prison. That's not the place to be on your knees, okay? So, just saying.
And he's a cop.
Yeah.
So
she continued to explain.
A rough place.
She continued to explain how he has never directly offered any atonement to her family. He has never apologized, she explained after detailing the expressed condolences at his sentences. He's not one time ever apologized to us. Well, I'm just gonna say that he got 22 and a half years in prison. Credit for 200 days he had served before. But let me explain something to you, LaTanya Floyd. And I'm not speaking for Chauvin, but I'm going to give you what I think's going on. This is the Iceman's opinion. He's never apologized because maybe he still believes he did nothing wrong.
And he's entitled to his appeals, just like everybody else.
And if he feels like he did nothing wrong, well, why would he apologize for something he didn't believe he did? And do you know what? Even if he did apologize, do you think that would make a difference to the mass mobs out here? No. What, they just had some baseball player or something like that apologized because he's made bad comments about Target, and then they still running him through the mud? No. Don't ever. No. It don't do no good. And maybe he don't feel like he needs a apology. Maybe he, like I said, maybe he feels like he did nothing wrong. So, that's probably the reason why. You'll probably never get an apology from him. Especially with an appeals thing. He ain't gonna say, well, I'm sorry, because that's him admitting guilt. And if he's appealing it, he sure in hell ain't gonna admit guilt. Right? Right.
Never. He'd be an idiot to do that.
All right. It's all on you. Coming to Baton Rouge.
Fucking crime don't happen in Baton Rouge.
Well,
you ever seen that movie Pleasantville? That's kind of like
this
Baton
is
Rouge.
Outside of Baton Rouge. But
oh no, it's definitely some Baton Rouge bullshit. Suspect still on the run after manhunt in East Felicia.
No, it's Feliciana.
There you go. I figured you'd fix it. Pair accused of stealing an SUV and a four-wheeler. They went vroom, vroom. Okay, the picture, they got an SUV. I mean, I don't know why it's, like, in the woods.
Because they crashed.
Oh, bitch, they're on the flatbed.
No.
It's on a tow truck. Like, the tow truck driver, like...
Because that's what they got the picture had been towed. They stole the SUV with a trailer, with a four-wheeler on it.
Oh. Anyway... East Baton Rouge got involved. A bunch of departments put up the bird. They chased this motherfuckers down, and they're gone. They're wanted on 3 counts of possession. I love this. Possession of stolen things. What? And flight from an officer. I don't know. Do you guys have that up there where if you run, it's automatic felony?
I don't think so. They both 19 years old.
What down here is fleeing or looting.
19 years old.
Fuck them.
You see the hair on that one?
They both look like Coolio. I'm jealous. I want that hair. The things I could do with that.
You look funny.
I'd probably look like Coolio.
Funny as shit with that hair.
No.
Yeah.
I'd look like, you know how I'd look like? Fucking, what's his name from The Simpsons? Bad Bob or whatever?
I never watched The Simpsons. I never did get into that.
What?
It was stupid.
You never watched The Simpsons?
No, never did.
That's it, everybody. You now know why he's an asshole. He didn't watch fucking cartoons. He sat there all day watching Chips. I bet you he quotes that shit when he pulls people over. Well, he's like, you don't even get the reference. Poncherello said that in 1973.
This next story here, coming at us from CNN, so you know it's got to be good.
Oh, you fucking! It's got to be at least accurate, right?
Yeah.
They only post real news.
Anyway, they you know everybody how you go want to buy shit off Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that. Yeah, that's why you should always go with mail or somebody else, because they just found the body of a woman who went to meet somebody to buy something off of Facebook Marketplace, and she was not only dead, but she was on fire. They killed her and set her on fire. They discovered this is
was on fire.
right there in Alabama. She went missing. She was heading to go make a purchase. Her name was Jamira Ivory Fowler, 31. And I don't know what she was going to buy. They found her body. She was unresponsible, on fire. Pretty sure because she was unresponsive because she was dead.
No, she'd have been more responsible. She'd still be alive. Jesus, that's terrible.
They must have like doused her in gas because some dude seen the flames from his bedroom window and shit. Birmingham, Alabama must be a pretty shitty place because it's just the fifth.
Sorry, did you say Birmingham, Alabama?
Yeah, Birmingham.
If you don't correct that, I swear to God, dirty. Are you pronouncing Birmingham like?
There's no
Paint
E.
me a Birmingham.
Well, there's no E in it. It's
like it's a whole ass song. Birmingham.
Well, Birmingham.
Please pronounce that again for
Birmingham. But I can't even say that word. Birmingham.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely Birmingham.
Anyway, it's the city's 50th murder already this year.
Yeah, but they don't even hold a torch to fucking Baton Rouge. Ain't they like over 200?
I don't think we're that high. We've had a lot of shootings. The murder.
Like how you said. I don't think it's that high yet.
I mean, we get a lot of shot people. They just don't. They're not good at killing them.
They're like, I'm just gonna wound this motherfucker.
I'm just gonna wound them.
The next time I see him at the skating rink, I could be like, yeah, next time I'll wound you on the other side.
Next time, I'm gonna shoot your other toe off. Remember that story a while back in the one in LaPlace had down here where, like, somebody went to like some kid's birthday party and everybody got shot in the legs, like it was a midget in there shooting or something. Like five people got shot and they were all shot in the legs. It's like was a fucking, you know.
That is the best way to get everybody on the ground, though. Double lot buck with a ground shot.
This next
Take
one,
them out the news.
This next one is yours.
No, I just read the one about him running away with the thing. Now it's Keenan Anderson, but that's you.
Oh, okay. Is it? Where am I at?
Yeah, you just talked a lot about my story. It wasn't your story.
Oh, I did. I just took it over, didn't I?
Yep.
Anyway, they have 3 dead people and 3 injured people. This happened in California. They need to ban these assault weapons in California. 3 people have been killed. 3 others are injured in Northern California. It's a crime spree. The motive still remains a mystery. They have a suspect, a 31-year-old Kevin. I don't know how to say Parcaruno or whatever. I don't know how to say his fucking last name. He's from San Jose. He was taken into custody after the attacks. This killing spree started at 3:11 p.m. when he allegedly stabbed and carjacked a victim in San Jose, according to the police. The victim was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. He then allegedly, I hate that fucking word, allegedly stole...
I told you we need allegedly button.
Stole that victim's car, drove it to a shopping center, and tried to carjack somebody else. The suspect then allegedly stabbed another person who was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries. Then he took off. He tried to drive away, allegedly striking a pedestrian in the parking lot who suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Later on, he was spotted at another intersection and he intentionally ran over 2 people walking across the street, killing both of them. Allegedly. The final incident was reported at 4:30 p.m. So this hadn't even been an hour yet. They responded to the homicide. The suspect allegedly fled the scene, and he was found by police hiding in a nearby neighborhood. There's no motive. I'm sure he's going to claim crazy. He don't look crazy. He just looks stupid. And allegedly, he's probably out. They probably let him out on bond already, or no bond. So this guy, California next is going to, I think Gavin Newsom is going to start. They're going to have, they're going to try to ban the assault cars and these assault knives.
Dude, any state that honestly thinks about paying reparations to people for shit that happened years before any of us were born, are a special type of individual that I'm good. I don't even need to conversate with them.
I'm just saying though, they're gonna they want to ban all these guns. This motherfucker killed all kind of people and hurt other ones and didn't use a gun. He used a knife. And
I want them to ban combat force to help me Chinese fat so too fast.
So what we're gonna do is they're gonna ban these assault cars and ban assault knives. So you're just going to have to, like, tear shit up and stuff. You're not going to be able to cut your meat with a knife or nothing like that. Of course, it's California. Do they eat meat or is everything tofu?
I prefer, like, when I go to a fine steak restaurant, you just grab that bitch with your hand and fucking just rip it.
Yeah, last time I did that, though,
carnivore.
I was eating steak like that at a restaurant, and the people at the next table behind me told me to take my hand out of their plate. So...
Yeah, because that's when you look at them, they're like, "Do you get a tampon? My steak's a little bloody."
It's the best way to have it. Bloody steak.
That's what I like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, this next fucking story is something else. So it kind of, I get it because, look, I'm not going to get into the COVID thing. Regardless, this woman went to the hospital. They tested her for it, and she came back positive for tuberculosis, which a lot of us know is TB. It's a big issue, like in law
enforcement. It's very contagious.
We still get tested for it. Right. So here's the issue with it. It isn't that the woman got the disease, because, for instance, it's not like the common cold or COVID or the flu or anything like that you can get, but it's not the end of the times. Tuberculosis is the motherfucker to get rid of, so, like, you should get it treated, or you should be in quarantine. Like,
and if you don't get it treated, it will kill you eventually. That's what Doc Holliday had.
Right. I'll be your bucklebearer, your hucklebearer. Anyway, yeah. Because, the huckle was how they held up the casket.
Yeah.
Regardless. She's a sidetracked. But no. She basically said, fuck you, and walked around for a year with this tuberculosis in the society around normal people going, say, to Walmart or the mall, getting them around it, which they don't need to be. People don't need to be around it. Imagine catching Ebola and going, fuck it, let's go to the mall and buy some shoes. There's some major diseases that can still break bad. So if you get it, you still need to quarantine and stuff. And she just totally went the COVID route. Like, yep, I got it. Fuck it. I'm still going to Walmart. And the judge locked her ass up. So the odds are, because she's refusing treatment, she'll probably die inside of a quarantine cell.
Well, yeah, I don't know why she's refusing treatment. She must want to die.
I don't know. Either that or she's doing the obvious ejector shit.
I don't know.
Or
one of them people that think they're going to pray and Jesus is going to save them and heal them.
I mean, I won't go down that route because I am a believing man. Trust me.
Yeah, but I'm going to also believe in medicine though too.
Right. He also created doctors for a reason too. Now, I don't go out on the whole scientific realm and be like, hey, let's talk about, this, that, and the other, and autism and everything. No, I don't give a fuck. Is it going to stop me from dying of a disease? Okay, give it to me.
Yep.
Sorry, God sent doctors here for a reason too.
All right, it's the last story. When we don't have videos and all that stuff to go through, it kind of goes by quick.
You don't have videos of this?
I didn't do any videos because we're just audio.
Oh.
So anyway, they had a lady in Florida who was shoplifting. The only one ever, because they never do that in Florida. Yeah.
They just hand shit out for free like California.
She was busy shoplifting inside a department store when all of a sudden her car burst into flames with her 2 children still inside of it.
Must have been a Tesla.
Alicia Moore, 24, had parked her car outside a Dillard's department store on May 26th with her 2 kids still inside. How old were these kids, do they say?
They were 1 and 2.
Who could? Well, they must have been young, because it says her 2 young kids inside who could not care for themselves. So we're looking at little kids now. She then went inside the store with a man who has not been identified, and here we go, allegedly to begin stealing from the store. Nearly an hour later, Jesus, how much fucking shit were they stealing? An hour later, she left the store and found her car engulfed in a massive blaze. The mother dropped all of her allegedly stolen items in the store and ran towards the vehicle. After the explosion, nearby shoppers and witnesses jumped into action and helped rescue the children inside. 1 child suffered first-degree burns to the face and ears, according to police report. Video shared by the city of Oviedo caught on a Tesla dash cam in the parking lot shows the back windows and front windows of the white car shatter as massive flames and smoke volume. So actually a Tesla didn't catch on fire, but a lot of these Teslas got these cameras built into them that are recording all the time. It caught all of the let me see if I can see what kind of, I can't tell what kind of car she had, but it wasn't a Tesla. But the picture of it is, I'm surprised these kids made it inside. The cause of the fire is not immediately clear. She was arrested and charged with aggravated child neglect and arson, as well as petty theft and battery charges. She is being held at the Seminole County Jail on $48,000 bond. She needs to be held on way more than that. There's a picture of her here.
She's in her 2016 Lincoln.
But I'm surprised. It's only a miracle that if you saw these pictures of this car and how much the blaze was, that both of these kids did not burn to death in this car. So that there right there by itself is a miracle by itself. This lady should never be allowed to have her children ever again, and she ought to be.
She's out on bond she was out on bond of aggravated battery on an elderly person.
I see she was already out on bond on something, and she left her kids in there.
She was charges of petty theft and assault on and battery on a person over 65 years of older, which is a senior down here. So yeah, she's an habitual fucking piece of shit.
She is a piece of shit cunt that don't ever. She ought to be sterilized, never to have children.
But I'm
again.
not seeing. They're not releasing the kids' information. One of them got severe 3rd-degree burns and shit.
So, I'm not doing a. We had out over here in Baton Rouge. We had 2 people got in a fight at Burger King. Did I tell you about that?
They wouldn't make it their way.
No, I guess 2 employees. One got mad, saying, "It's your time to clean the fry baskets or something." I don't fucking know, but they got.
Fuck you! Please tell me they didn't do nothing with the oil.
No, but one of them's like, "Oh, fuck you," and pulls out his pistola and shoots the other one. So the other one, the one that got shot, he ran over to the Waffle House to get help. So,
wow.
Yeah. Fast food drama. Fast food drama.
We got our hot nuts.
Fast food drama.
And we got our hot nuts too. So we're all pretty much buttoned up. I hope you have a super productive trip.
I'm going to say,
2 wheels down.
Hot nuts is the woman that got mistaken for a man picking her kids up.
And didn't know it was her.
And they didn't know it was her.
She didn't know it was her.
When you take your wig off and can identify from Francis to Frank, you got a problem. I wonder if she could like marry a dude that would be like bisexual though. I mean, because if she could look like a man and a woman. I mean,
dumbass motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, that's. I would have never told anybody that happened.
Well, the problem is, I guess, that she was a social media influencer, and just she wanted to get a fucking hit off of it. Well, she did, because now everybody knows that she looks like a dude.
But you so that's bad. Well, everybody, I appreciate it. No, it's not usually an hour and a half, but I'll be putting out lives and stuff like that. And,
he's old and almost retired and shit.
Yeah, y'all come join the lives and watch that all them fiascos and stuff. Should have motorcycles falling
like this.
and all that stuff like that. What?
I want to do all the lives.
No, you're not going. You're not going live with no shirt on. No, that's,
come on, man! I look like fucking Bubba J. Come on.
It's horrible. Everybody, it's horrible. Everybody stay safe. Watch your back.
Go fast, take chances. Love every one of you.
Watch your partner's back. Remember, we are not sheepdogs.
We're kittens.
No, I'm not kidding. We're lions.
Rawr. We're kittens. Rawr.
Yeah. Stay safe.
That's a tiger. That's a tiger.
'Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm